Stepsister stole my boyfriend using my phone. Shocking wedding chase. I never thought betrayal would come from my own family. My name is Maya Jenkins, a 38-year-old dental hygienist from Austin, Texas, and this is the story of how my stepsister destroyed my life, then how I took it all back. It started 3 weeks before what should have been the happiest day of my life. I was marrying Derek Sullivan, my boyfriend of 4 years, a successful real estate developer I'd met at a charity gala. We had the venue booked, a beautiful ranch outside Austin, invitations sent, my dress altered. Everything was perfect. Or so I thought. My stepsister Vanessa had moved in with me 6 months earlier after losing her marketing job in Dallas. Just until I get back on my feet, she'd promised with those big innocent eyes. I felt sorry for her. Our parents had divorced when I was 12, and though we'd never been close, I wanted to be the bigger person. Derek wasn't thrilled about it, but he supported my decision. "Family's important to you, Maya," he'd said, kissing my forehead. I respect that. The first red flag came 2 weeks before the wedding. I'd left my phone charging in the kitchen while I showered after work. When I came back, Vanessa was holding it, face pale. "Your mom called," she said quickly, setting it down. I answered because I thought it might be important about the wedding. Something felt off, but I brushed it away. Wedding stress, I told myself. The second red flag was Derek's distance. He started working late, missing our cake tasting, our final venue walkthrough. When I complained, he'd snap at me something he'd never done before. "I'm building us a future, Maya. These deals don't close themselves." But it was the third flag that shattered everything. For days before the wedding, I got a text from an unknown number. "Check your cloud account." Photos from May 19th. "I'm sorry you had to find out this way." My hands shook as I logged into my photo storage. There, in a folder I didn't recognize, were dozens of photos. Vanessa and Derek. At restaurants I'd never been to. At his downtown condo while I'd been working night shifts. In one photo, she was wearing my engagement ring, the family heirloom Derek had proposed with, laughing as he kissed her neck. The metadata showed they'd been taken with my phone. My phone? She'd been using my unlocked phone to document their affair, backing everything up to my own cloud account. The audacity was breathtaking. I sat on my bathroom floor, mascara running, trying to process it. For years with Derek. 6 months of feeding Vanessa, clothing her, consoling her about her bad luck. And this was how they repaid me? But I didn't cry for long. Rage replaced heartbreak. I called my best friend Monica, a private investigator. I need everything on both of them. Every text, every location ping, every lie. "Maya, the wedding's in 4 days dash. I know exactly what I'm doing." Monica worked fast. Within 48 hours, she'd uncovered the truth. Derek and Vanessa had been sleeping together since 2 weeks after she moved in. He'd been financing her job search with our joint savings $47,000 withdrawn for her new apartment, her car payments, her shopping sprees. But the worst part? They were planning to run away together the morning of my wedding, leaving me at the altar while they fled to Cabo with my money. Text messages Monica recovered showed their plan. "Derek, one more weekend playing devoted fiancé, then we're free." Vanessa, "Poor Maya. She actually thinks you love her. This is almost too easy." Derek, "She's too trusting. Always has been. That's what makes her pathetic." Reading those words felt like swallowing glass. But they also crystallized my resolve. I wasn't going to be pathetic. I was going to be legendary. The wedding day arrived. I played my part perfectly, excited bride, radiant smile, trembling hands as I prepared in the bridal suite. Vanessa was there as a bridesmaid, fussing over my dress with fake sisterly concern. "You look beautiful, Maya," she cooed. "Derek's so lucky." "Thank you for everything," I said sweetly. "I couldn't have done this without you." She had no idea what was coming. The ceremony was scheduled for 4 p.m. At 3:30 p.m., as guests filled the ranch, I stood in the bridal suite with Monica. She handed me a tablet. "It's all set up," she whispered. "Projector's ready. Audio's tested. Just press play when you're ready." I nodded, my heart hammering but my hands steady. At 3:45 p.m., instead of walking down the aisle, I walked to the front of the ceremony space where Derek stood waiting, confident in his tuxedo. Vanessa sat in the front row, smirking. "Ladies and gentlemen," I announced into the microphone, "thank you for coming. Before we begin, I'd like to share something special." Derek's face shifted confusion, then alarm. I pressed play. The projector screen behind the altar lit up with their text messages. Every vile word, every mocking laugh about me, every detail of their affair and escape plan played for 217 wedding guests. Photos of them together appeared in a slideshow set to the song Derek had chosen for our first dance. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Someone's grandmother shouted, "Sweet Jesus." Derek's face drained of color. Vanessa stood up, trying to run, but Monica and 2 security guards blocked the exits. I'd thought of everything. "Derek Sullivan," I continued calmly, "you stole 4 years of my life and $47,000 of my savings. Vanessa Jenkins, you betrayed the only person who showed you kindness when you had nothing." I turned to the guests. "This wedding is canceled. But the reception is still on. Please stay, eat, drink, celebrate because I'm celebrating my freedom from 2 parasites." The crowd erupted in applause. Derek tried to approach me, but my father and 3 groomsmen formed a wall. "Maya, let me explain dash." "Explain to the police," I said, nodding to Monica. "I've filed charges for theft and fraud. My lawyer will see you in court." As Derek and Vanessa were escorted out her sobbing, him cursing, I removed my engagement ring and dropped it in the champagne fountain. The guests cheered louder. My mother hugged me tight. "I'm so proud of you, baby." The reception turned into the party of the year. My grandmother gave a toast to Maya, a woman who chose her dignity over a man who didn't deserve her breath. Within a week, the story went viral. Local news covered it. Texas bride exposes cheating fiancé at altar. I received messages from hundreds of women thanking me for showing them they didn't have to stay silent. Derek's business partners dropped him after the scandal. Vanessa fled back to Dallas in disgrace. I recovered $39,000 through legal action and used it to travel Europe for 2 months, something I'd always dreamed of. Today, I'm engaged to Marcus, a kind veterinarian I met in Italy who treats me like the queen I am. Vanessa sent me a pathetic apology email last month. I didn't respond. Some people ask if I regret the public humiliation I caused them. My answer is always the same. They humiliated themselves. I just turned on the lights. Betrayal taught me something crucial. When people show you who they really are, believe them and make sure everyone else knows too.